and it did have to do with one of the Super Bowl participants. Are you guys familiar with Wendy Williams?
Yeah.
My only Mur, do you watch any daytime? Is she daytime?
Yeah, she's super daytime.
I'm fully aware of her. She is clip worthy. She has designed herself to be YouTube clip worthy. That's why what I feel like you're getting into, I'm not saying she planned this, but I'm just saying I feel like a normal seasoned professional broadcaster would have been able to contain themselelves.
Gotcha.
Whereas she is willing to participate.
Okay. So it's a new Fartgate. All right. And we're gonna have the 410's podcast audience have a listen. Here we go.
But you can't even do that locker room thing. That cop wasn't playing that. I mean, you're lucky you only got battery. What if he filed for sexual assault?
Okay. Now, have you heard? Now, did you hear that before?
Yeah. So, strangely enough, Wendy Williams kind of lands on my living room TV during the day because we watch Fox local morning news, and that's what I guess she gets broadcast on around like noon or 1 o'clock. So, like, when I'm upstairs working in the office, I can hear Wendy Williams come on around like 12 or 1, and that's usually my cue that it's like right around lunchtime.
It's like Pavlonian.
Yeah. So Wendy Williams is my bell for lunchtime, which is pretty sad. But yeah, I did know about this, and my theory has always my theory in general on Wendy Williams is she's an alien. So my theory on this is she just doesn't have full control of her human faculties yet because she's an alien. She's still learning her human flesh sack,
right,
and how to live in it,
like Men in Black style. Yeah, okay.
Because that bitch is an alien.
Gotcha.
Look at her face; she's an alien.
She's certainly, because I feel like she's been doing this for
a
20 plus.
Time. She was in like radio and shit around like New York and New Jersey back in the day, so she's like.
Yeah,
she's like old school hip hop community.
My first, I was going to say 1,000,001 questions. Jay-Z,
yeah.
Questions like Wendy Williams harassing me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, who the hell's Wendy Williams? But then she later on denied it and said I sit like this with my hand or my arm on the rest with my rear end up because it's comfortable, and if I sit straight up, it's bad for my lower back, my pelvis, and that's a very, very political. Or I don't even know how to say it. It's very PC way of not answering the question because it's like, I don't care about your posture. I care about what I heard. And what I heard was I don't know. There's no vinyl. You're not sitting on leather.
Yeah.
Little sound of the sphincter siren. Is that what you're saying?
That's man. She should own it.
Little O-ring oboe, if you will.
She should own it.
O-ring oboe. God, well, she's not going to admit it, and the politicians aren't going to admit it. When's someone gonna? I mean, we're getting more and more farty, and we're getting less and less people owning it. When are we going to get someone to be like, "Yup, me"?
Well, here's the problem, though. You get more traction if you don't own it, though, because that was totally the adjust and bust. That's what she did. And I know I've brought this up before, and I'll bring it up until the day I die. Sinbad, if you watch her. You got to watch the clip. You can hear it in the clip. She pauses just long enough for the fart to squeal its way out, and then she continues with the conversation. You cannot fart and continue on with cogent thoughts at the same time. Wow. And that's what she does. But see, here's the thing. Was it Stalwart, whatever the fuck that politician's name is? Now, see, that's the guy who should own it. Wendy Williams is obviously the one that should never own it. You got to deny, so people will keep watching to see how much of a bullshit liar you are and never admit it. So, yeah, somebody like Wendy Williams, I don't expect her to admit it. I actually respect her for doing it. I think that she does this kind of stuff on purpose. Do you remember, did you guys see when she did the Statue of Liberty, quote-unquote, pass out? Or she passed out on stage because she said she hadn't eaten all day and the Statue of Liberty costume was too hot, and then she just faints, like, right there. In the middle of Sweeps Week, mind you. So she does this shit all the time. She's an admitted monster. She said she had an ultimate coke problem when she was on the radio and was a monster to her staff. She is the ultimate. This is why when I say I'm surprised that more fights don't happen in like college sports and things like that, she is the culture. She's like when you go back and watch an old movie and they have like the caricature of like the TV personality. She is the cult of the current personalities. That's who she is. That's what she is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no denying what she did. It wasn't like the politician who, like I said, it left a little room for decision making with her. No, that was fart. And speaking of which, I don't know which came first, but she had a slip up, and I don't know. I feel like this has happened more in the broadcast world, but not that I'm aware of any city that has city in their name, like Kansas City. She had a slip up. I'm gonna let the 410's listeners listen to this as well. Here we go.
Kansas City Chief are the Super Bowl.
Okay, so her reaction was pretty quick. She knew she fucked up.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs, for someone who's a paid linguist who's paid to talk, Murr. I mean, I'm going to defer to you because you got paid to talk for 7-8 years. I mean, is this what do you make of that?
15.
Sorry, yeah, 15. Who's counting, man?
Yeah, see, that's the thing with some like Kansas City. I can see you fucking that up accidentally, but I mean, I can say from my own personal point of view, I would have messed it up on purpose and then pretended like I messed up accidentally just to create the buzz. So I think you're right in that she's smart enough to know to call some attention to it and then but move on quickly. You know what I mean? Like she did it on purpose, and it's fine. I respect her for doing it on purpose. It's very rare that you get to pull something like that off, and so you find your opportunities and you have to take them. Otherwise, you're a pussy and a coward, and you don't deserve the position you're in.
So she doesn't mess up on at all. She's incapable. Like basically, I'm seeing a theme that she says she does this on purpose.
Yeah, she's a master of doing. She's a master of messing up on purpose. That's what she does. Because America's stupid, and they buy everything. People are gullible. And Wendy Williams is the type of person who knows exactly how gullible America is and will do dumb shit on purpose to get viewership. That's how she gets paid. And she's getting paid good. I'm mad at her. I don't hate her because I'm jealous.
I ain't mad at you.
I'm mad at you. Not at all. Nah, I mean, he might be right. She's awful. She's an awful person. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything about her personally. I just like everything about her.
Is it all gossip? I to be honest, I've watched zero.
It is literally
seconds.
all gossip.
Yeah,
that's all the fuck she talks about.
Is this now when you because you had said it already. You said this is around lunchtime.
Yeah,
and because Ellen is 4:00, right?
Yeah,
and like Ellen leaks into when people get home, and it's all feel good shit, and it makes you feel good about yourself, and you're all happy, and she inspires, and she. It sounds like Wendy Williams doesn't do anything like
she
that.
Just gossips, and then she brings other people out who are like other expert gossipers. It'd be like if like I was a doctor, or I was an archaeologist, but I wasn't really into reptiles, so I called my reptile expert out because we got to talk about this shit that we found. Wendy's the archaeologist, and then she brings out fucking like Britney Spears experts or fucking whoever experts to talk shit about them. Right. It's fucking awful. Don't watch it. Don't ever fucking watch it.
So she is she's a jack of all gossip trades, but a master of none.
Yes.
And all of her cohorts and guests are experts.
Yes.
Of particular things.
Basically. Like
if TMZ had a university, she would be the dean.
Yeah. 100%. Like she has like stupid shit like a shoe cam. Like if you go on her show, there's a camera pointed directly at guests' shoes so you can see what they're wearing.
Ooh, wow!
Like it's fucking awful. Don't watch it. Because I'm ashamed that I know this much about the show. And this like I've learned this much over like 6 to 8 months of working at home and just picking this up. And then I find myself sitting down to eat lunch and I'm like, change. Why is Wendy Williams on?
Damn, I want to get me some soup and a sandwich.
I gotta hear that hot goss, bro.